What do you think of old ASOL's design? I always thought the Dead Zone champ design was a lot of something that wasn't rewarding, like old Janna. He had low popularity and high win rate, yet online it seemed like a lot of people miss old ASOL, yet he didn't really fit well. And so old ASOL, if you're talking about a lot of people missing old ASOL, there's two things you have to consider here. Number one is League of Legends is an insanely giant, massive, huge, incredibly large, big game. Which means that even the most unpopular champion in League of Legends has played more than a lot of Steam games. Think about that. Even the most unpopular champion in League of Legends has played more than a number of games that you might have seen on Steam. Obviously not the big Steam games, but you know, it's like League is really, really, really big. And so when you think about any character, one of the rough things is like, well, I say like a lot of characters like might be very unpopular. In the grand scheme of things, that still means that there's thousands of people who play them. So that's one of the reasons you might see like a case for like, you know, everyone online likes the thing is like there's actually a lot of people who did like that thing. Another thing you'll often see though is, especially with internet forums, there is a thing of a vocal minority. You know, the people who are typing on an internet forum, they're likely to be displeased about things, which is fine. You know, if you're upset about something, you can go type about it. But like, oftentimes players who are just chilling and having a good time and happy about something aren't out there like posting opinions. And so you always have to consider, it's like, hey, it seems like, you know, everybody is saying this thing, but how many people are actually saying this thing? A learning for me in regards to specifically Reddit, which just blew my mind. Ooh, we've got 10 people. Was there was a period of time where every week a Zeri hate thread would show up on Reddit. And I felt really bad about that as a designer of Zeri. Because I was like, wow, I really screwed up. Like, these folks won't stop talking about how awful she is. Wow, big sad. And then one week I realized that it was the same guy posting it every week. It was one dude. And of course, once he posted it, a bunch of people upvoted it. But that's another thing is like on a community like Reddit, or for example, like, you know, it's kind of designed to like, you know, people jump on upvote trains. But it was like, it was one dude like pushing forward this like specific narrative. I'm not saying Zeri's perfect, right? But like, you know, it's actually on an internet forum. What I'm trying to illustrate here is on an internet forum, it's possible to even like with small amounts of frustration have like very big like feelings of an opinion. And so that's like something you always have to think about when you're like looking at internet forums. And so this isn't me saying, hey, people didn't like Old ASOL. Like there's some people who did, but it's saying it's like a lot of folks are gonna like a very small number of people can like create a conversation, create like a feeling of a certain direction and a community opinion on internet forums. And you always have to like be thinking about is like how representative are those specific voices of like a larger population. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to those specific voices or they don't have good feedback. It just means that like you have to like be careful. Like one of the things that's easy to happen on a forum is like folks will often just like, you know, jump on the train with whoever's like saying the thing. And so, you know, if one guy who liked ASOL and legitimately loved ASOL goes up and he's like, I miss ASOL, a lot of people, even if they could care less about ASOL, will be like, well, if he missed ASOL, then he's sad and I don't want him to be sad, so I'll upvote him. And also, I don't want my champion, Pantheon, to be different, so I'm going to upvote that, right? And so, like, it's like a single person can create, like, a very, very strong feeling of something that might be real, whether or not it's, like, shared by a lot of people. Anyways, regards to ASOL's old design, the issue with ASOL's old design is that it was just not satisfying enough for him to have, like, a very large player base. He was the least popular champion in League of Legends. And so we felt like that was pretty rough, especially matched with how compelling his theme is. And so it felt like we needed to change something there. What's my YouTube channel going to be about? So anyways, if anybody who's watching, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, actually. It's true. It's right there. It's youtube.com/AugustUwU. There's no content there. There's just a few shorts from a while ago. And then my content on YouTube is going to be a combination of posting clips from the stream so that people have a way to see the stream when I'm not streaming, and doing game design content that's less focused on League of Legends and more focused on here's how I think about making games, here's how I think about making characters. And then if it ever gets big enough, which it won't, but if it ever does, I think it'd be fun to do like game reviews and stuff of like good games. If I was to do game reviews, I wouldn't review games that I didn't like. I would mainly use it as a channel to like try to tell people about really cool games. And so it'd be like, yo, I played Return of the Obra Dinn on Steam yesterday, and y'all gotta check it out, and here's why it's good. That would be the kind of the game reviews I would want to do. But, you know, that's just a lot of random stuff. Vel, you drank 6 beers? Man, are you telling me to catch up? Because I got some demons in the fridge. Nope, no drinking, no drinking. Drinking is bad. I don't think I could drink on stream. I think if I drank on stream, I would say something that I would regret. That's my worry about drinking on stream. Like, oh man, that sounds scary. That's scary. That sounds scary. Like drinking on stream is probably a fun time, but I don't know. Don't drink on an empty stomach. Oh yeah, no, dude. If I had a White Claw right now, then no. We can't. We got to set a good example for all the people in chat. Is drinking fun? No. Well, yes, then no. So my experience with drinking is you have a great time and then it makes you feel terrible and then you really feel sad too. So it's like, is it worth a couple hours of enjoying yourself for like being in physical pain the next day and then also like falling into a deep depression? Right? That is my difficulty with drinking, I would say. Everybody here is like, yes. Oh man. I didn't know I had so many alcoholics in chat. Why drink when I could do other substances like League of Legends? Ever think of that? Like, I can feel bad without destroying my liver. I just have to queue up for ranked, right? Like, have you tried drinking and gambling? Oh my god. So my problem with gambling is I'm the kind of person that if I win, like, say, a ton of money, I'll be like, that's cool. And then if I lose $100, it will be the worst day of my life. I can't handle gambling because I can't handle losing, and winning doesn't feel that good. That said, craps is very fun, and so is blackjack, and so is poker. Gambling is fun, but like I just can't handle it. Oh. That's why I play the lottery. My high school biology teacher would always say that the lottery is a tax on people who can't do math. And after playing this recent weekend, I am inclined to agree. I can't believe I forgot how to do math.